Well, how is everyone doing out there this evening? Welcome to my favorite groomer. It looks like there's around 30 of you out there hanging out. Be sure to say hi, let me know you're there watching, and hit that like button. We're going to come into a discussion tonight, and the reason why is I really wanted to bring this to people's attention. So get ready, get your coffee, and let's just chat. I have some questions for you. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Just hit that like button. Just hit that like button. Just hit the like button. Boy, I'd be taking a shower singing that new song. Just hit that like. Oh, yeah. Hit the like button. Just 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 hit the like button. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm so ridiculous sometimes. If I could just find what I'm looking for here. Here we go. Hit that like button. Just hit that like button. Just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Yeah. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. So I got Shirley on the chorus. Oh yeah. Hit that like button. Woo. Hit that like. Especially if you're new. I'm seeing some new people here that I haven't seen on chat before. What's up? Y'all hit that like button, please. Laugh out loud saying, girl, you cracked me. I'm cracking myself up. All right, let's get some visuals. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. Hit that like button. Just hit that like button. All right, so I'm sitting at the intersection going to work the other day. And yep, this lady barely gave me a glance and looked at my cargo van and read the military thing. I saw her read it and I was like, I try not to look at people. Yeah, I hope my tint's dark enough so they can't really see me. But then I really got to looking at what she had in her lap. Like you can hardly make it out, right? Right? Can you hardly make it out? Shoot. Let me see if I can, shoot. Let me go look for something. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Ooh. Hit that like button. Oh yeah. Hit that like button. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. I'm telling you, I've practiced you hit the like button. I mean, I've been practicing this song. I have every version you can think of. I'm working on my Irish. I've got the whole Jamaica thing. I've got the whole hit the like button. Opera in the house. Okay, I'm just covering all grounds with this song. I'm for real. This is my shit too. If someone says something, be like, that's copywritten. That's Dee Dee's. That's Dee Dee Croy's. You can't take that. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm working on the hip hop. Okay, just hit the like a button. Okay, that's messed up. No, that's not it. That's not it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. You just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay, we're done with this. You can hear that Jamaican version? Yeah, baby. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Just roll the tongue. Roll the tongue. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, yeah. Woo! Oh my gosh, Nightbot. Y'all just hit that like button. Yeah, y'all just hit that like button. Yeah. Can you get a lip visual here? Y'all just hit that like button, y'all. Now just hit on that like button. Just hit on that like button. Oh, just hit that like button. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay, I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm done. You get it, right? But now I'm in your head. Now I'm in your head. Now in the shower, you like, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. I know you'll be doing it too with your little back scratch. Hit the like button. Just hit that like. She said, hit the like button. What's up, YouTube, my favorite groomer fans? Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. We want to just talk about a few minutes of stuff, because then I'm going to get over there and do a PJ prayer time for y'all that need it. Listen here now. Hit that like button. She did the Jamaica version. You think I could do it? I don't know if I could do it. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Just put this on before you get in the shower, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, I got that. Let me practice. So what I'm thinking is, a lot of y'all don't explore these things within yourselves, and this is the age. After so much tragedy this year, this is the time to go and just unleash yourself in the bathroom while you're showering. Just that Jamaican, I don't care if you're full on white like half of me, but just try it. And you might unleash you might be a real Jamaican down deep. So really unleash that, at least in the bathroom where no one else is watching. They can hear you, but they're not watching you, okay? Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Just hit the like button. And I tell you what, if you got on a microphone and there was no camera, you wouldn't even know who I was, right? You'd be like, oh, that girl Jamaican, yeah. And then when I come on the screen, it's like, oh, whoa, you're not Jamaican, right? Oh. What do you do at the beginning of the feed? Hey, everybody. I hope I got some laughs in you just now to get started. I really want to be serious about this minor discussion I want to have with you guys. And while we're discussing it, I want you to be real honest with us and anybody else who comes and watches this video later. Like, just be real, okay? I'm going to tell you my own stories, but I want you to be real. I don't know how to rap it, man. I'm going to sound like an idiot. I need some, scripts, because I can't rap very fast on the whim. It sounds like a freaking doodle knot. Indian, Islander, Jamaican. Can you do all that? That's too much. That's too much, man. Oh, gosh. Okay. I really want to talk about this, and I really want you to see this on my screen, okay? So I'm sitting there, and I don't know what's up with this I love you thing. It does make you think, I guess. We do love our dogs, right? We do love our dogs tremendously. I've lost enough dogs now to know I like saying goodbye to my own dogs. I've said goodbye now to a lot of dogs because I've groomed them in their senior care, which, let me tell you, a week ago, the blind and kind of deaf Papillon that I groomed for many years, she passed away. And I was lucky to groom her one more time, because she actually had gone somewhere else, because I couldn't get, if something just like this, if you don't give people enough notice, what do you expect them to do? So you have to book in advance with me. I can't do it last minute. This is just too much for me. So the last time, she went ahead and used somebody out of their garage. And I thought, oh gosh, just because you can't wait a few days, okay. But she came back. She came back for one last groom, and she passed away. Not after the groom, but a month later. The mom said, let me see if I even have what the mom even said. This is not what we were supposed to cover tonight, but hey, it's the truth. Let me see if I still have that message. Let me just glance real quick. Oh yeah, here we go. Sunday, August 23rd. We lost Hallie last night. She developed cough last week, took to vet on Thursday. Every year this time, she has trouble with allergies, which I have something to remind you. Don't let me forget about allergies. Vet gave me pills for her, if not better, to get x-rays. Could be heart disease. He was right, it was. She suddenly got really bad last night. Took her emergency clinic. Not much you can do. We decided best to be with her when she passed than have to suffer and maybe pass at home without one of us there. She was exactly 17 years and 2 months old. My pretty little girl is gone. Thank you for taking such good care of her when she was with us. So, not in light of her loss, but it was a perfect opportunity to let you know that she's gone. And many other pets have gone away, which I will hopefully later do a tribute to them, half of them or fourth of them, because there's no way I can cover them all in one live event. I would be here all day. But I'm honored to groom these dogs, especially when they're senior. 17 years old? Wow, I got to groom her at least her last 5 years. And the reason I cringed when she literally said, my neighbor or somebody down the road's grooming out of their garage. I'm going to try her out since she can get me in right away. I cringed because we don't know if that person has any experience with blind and deaf dogs. And I was just like, okay, you know, well, she came back for a reason. So she came back for one reason, to get a good groom before Pet passed away, you know, and I was honored. And for me to get to see her one more time. There's a way, God has a way like that. But today I want to talk about how much we love our pets and how at one point I could say I had a dog on my lap. It's not like I've never had my dog on my lap while I was driving, but it took me a few lessons to figure out, oh no, you don't, no. It took a police officer also to tell me no. So here we are tonight. J. Mrs. Black, that was the blind deaf Papillon that I groomed for many years. And let me go to my website here. Let me show you how this works too. Let me see here. Bear with me here. Let me get you guys back where I can see you. Okay, hold on. I got to do this. Okay, here we go. So over here, I'm going to open up, say, this window. This is my website. I'm going to open up another window. Watch me now. I'm going to go let's go YouTube. And here we're going to go to my favorite groomer. You see what I'm doing? Barely, right at the top. I'm just typing in my favorite groomer. Here, come here and click on the logo, my favorite groomer logo, and come over here down to where it says videos, home videos, playlist, community, and then go back and push pause. You can do this. Go back and push pause. Way over to the right is the search engine here, this microscope. Type in Papillon. I'm totally, okay, probably misspelling that. Yeah, I misspelled that. Let's just type in PAP, PAP. Okay, that didn't work. Come on now. Let's do blind maybe. I'm doing keywords, right? Okay, I'm done. I quit. Let's see if she's here. There we go. This is Hallie.
This is one of my clients that
and
comes
when she started really going blind, I loaned this comfy cone to her, and she brought it back. With blindness, and if you need a comfy cone, I have them on my website. But I loaned her this comfy cone, and this same comfy cone I loaned to another dog yesterday, so that to make sure that she had something that they could use on an eye ulcer. So it's so cool to be able to I'll loan a product to you and you bring it back. And if you want to buy it, you can buy it. So she used it, but she didn't use it like I probably would have used it. When a dog's going blind, you really want to make sure they don't bump their head into stuff. And I know, because I owned a blind dog. And then I learned a lot from Sally too. So this pupperoo passed away August 22nd. So she's no longer with us, but she did come in one last time. She was a champ. This is me even just see how she bumped into that. What is she doing at home? She's definitely bumping into stuff. I don't care what you're not paying attention if you don't really know. If she said, I don't know if she's bumping it. I said, she's totally blind. She's totally bumping into stuff. All right. Thank you for that. The cone link. The come link. Okay. So tonight I really want to talk about this vision here, this right here, this thing right here. So if you love your dogs a lot, which we do, right? And you are in a situation where you haven't thought about it. I have corrected 2 people with their dogs sitting on their laps just in the last week at my salon. When I would see how they were driving or what they were going to do, I would be like, oh, are you driving with your dog on your lap? And they're like, yeah, she sits right here. Even on that console, especially in trucks. That console right there, like I got some learning lessons out of it, and it taught me a lot. Your dog should not be up on that console. Your dog should be back there. So check the description of this video or click on the description. It depends on your device. Click on the title of the video. You might drop down and see a whole bunch of links. There's different things that you can do. A basket over there that's seat belted in and your dog clicks in the basket. You can do that Kalulu car seat thing in the back and they click into that. You can get what I have on my website and also in the links to the video, you can get that seatbelt clicker. They're so affordable. Look at this, $3.20. I mean, because I buy them in bulk. Here, there's a couple different versions. There's another version I have. It goes around. This one just clicks on their collar or their harness and then clicks into the seat belt. This one I have here will go over if I can get to it, let me just type in seat right here. This other one goes over like the top of the seat, like the headrest. It goes over that and then clicks on the harness. And that's best for, like, say, a harnessed dog. Okay. So there's a couple. This is $7.99. It's a little different, made a little different, has a clicker and all that. So it's a little bit more expensive, but super affordable, right? Now, here's some options. You can come up with your own options. Loop in and tie this and that and make sure the seatbelt's connected, this and that. Put it through the harness. You can rig whatever you want to rig. I'm just showing you a couple neat things that I have that could help you. But this lady here, and many of us, and many of you, if you're sitting and driving and you're with your dog on your lap, I want you right now in the comments, hit that like button. I want you to tell me right now, how many of y'all do travel with your dog in your lap? Like honestly, I know it's 1 out of 2 in my opinion. 1 out of 2 is traveling with their dogs in their lap. Can I get a view on that? How many is, yeah, there you go. Nap time. Thanks. Be honest. I'm here to deliver information and help you make a different decision. I'll go up and scroll here while you guys answer me. How many, honestly, no one's judging you. We're here to share information and to hope change your thought process. Stop front and just hit the like button. Stop front and just hit the like button. J Mrs. write me some more. Stop front and just hit the like button. Stop front and just hit the don't front on me. Just hit the like button, baby. Just yeah. See, I need more words, man. I can't even rap like that. I'm so embarrassed right now. You take all that back. Brandy says, let's hear it. Stop front and just hit the like button. Stop front and just hit the like button. Oh my gosh, you guys, I tried this. I tried to do that version in Metallica. Stop fronting, just hit the like button. Just a Metallica version. Okay. Just hit the like button. Just hit the... Okay, I know. Just push mute. And I just what is going on over here? Hit the like button, man. Just hit the like button. Oh my gosh. Just hit the like button. Oh my gosh. Just hit the like button. Oh my gosh. It's so hilarious. Okay. I have, but I don't like to. Okay. I think that, is he answering me? Condolences. So dangerous. My dogs have seatbelts. Absolutely dangerous. Mary says, it was heated. So I'm guilty. My dog. Okay. So that's where I was going back to. Nap time says, I'm guilty. My dog sits on my lap. I didn't even think about it being dangerous. Okay. My cattle dog died after we walked. He collapsed. He was young. It was been terrible. Nighttime of strange clinic. His organs failed. I'm still in shock. I'm so sorry, Mary. Wow. So sorry. But we love our dogs, right? We love them. Like, no offense. If I had children, I would probably love my dogs more than children because my dogs hardly, Brownie sometimes doesn't want to come inside, but they don't disobey, talk back, cuss at you, throw things at you. They don't do any of that kind of stuff. They're better than people. Gosh, we love our dogs, but you wouldn't. Okay. How do we put this? You're not allowed to drive around with your infant in your lap. You're not allowed to. And so it comes down to like, what do we need law? I don't want to, don't make a law out of it. Just tell me and I'll fix it. But don't make a whole law out of it so that my dog gets taken away. Now, if you see him in my lap, can you imagine that? Angel says, I don't drive. I have, but I don't like to. There's something called Halo Angel. Yep, there is. The Halo Angel is a great product. Believe it or not, some people, like even with Haley, she didn't even want to buy the Comfy Cone. She didn't believe that her dog had a problem with it. But we could see right in my salon, she was bumping her head. And I've had a blind dog, and I said, hey, I'm going to send you home with this Comfy Cone. I use it until you need it. I didn't say bring it back anytime soon, but the next time she came in, she brought it back. But I knew her dog was still blind, you know, like she should have used it for a much longer time. But Halo is about 139, I think. Don't quote me, but I think. But that is definitely a brand I believe in, and I agree. You've got to do something. I promise you, I know a little bit about this. You've got to do something to help protect the eyes and the head of a dog that's blind. You think it won't happen. It's just a bad day when it does happen. They flip over on accident because they tripped because they can't see, or they bumped into the wall because they forgot now that wall's there, even though they had it memorized a week ago. Things just start to change. So the Halo is a great. If you need the Halo, please ask me. I'll give you a referral link. Portia says, Dee Dee, you're awesome. Thank you. Aldo says, you're awesome, Dee Dee. Thank you. My dogs don't hardly ever leave the house, if at all. They'd only go to the vet, and I sit in the back seat with them. That's awesome that you can do that. Oh my God, you're too much at 4:11 a.m. I'm sorry. Hit that like button. How many watchers you got? Hit that like button. Yeah. Woo. Okay. One of my dogs talks back, at least wants to have the last word. I know the feeling. That's my Saki. Seriously. If I could get her on record during dinner time. All right. Rather have dogs than kids, Dee Dee. I'm with you. I'd rather have dogs than children. Thank you for your donation. Just thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. 2 dogs and a van adventure to my favorite groomer. Woohoo! Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Train them in the harness as young as possible. Good habits do not have to be broken. Absolutely. But I don't like harnesses, quite frankly. I think after a certain age, like Betty, we've been to Betty's house and we've seen Betty's dogs, and Betty sews for me. So Betty's dogs are cute little tiny Malteses, and to pick them up, to get them on the couch, she makes these harnesses, which I have on my website. These harnesses are perfect. They're like she made them exactly for what she needs to do at her house with her dogs. Just pick them up on with the harness and bring them to her on the couch because they're so tiny. And dogs jumping up and down, guess what happens? They hurt their knees and injure the ACL. So that's great that you're helping them up and down. This harness is like perfect for that. But a harness, when you're training, honestly, I have not seen yet where a dog walking in a harness actually looks like he is being obedient. It's usually quite the opposite. A harness is giving them comfort and no leadership, and a simple lead, a 99-cent lead, a simple leash and collar, a tight collar so your dog can't pull out of it and disobey is really what you need. And all the training in the very beginning of the dog's life will actually live on through its life completely. So spending that time is really important. So anyways, I don't think I read a lot of y'all like coming clean on this. How many of y'all? No, Shirley Hall says so. So how many of y'all? Really? How many of there? 40 of you guys out there right now, at least? Let me see here. Let me hit that like button. Hit that like button. We're not here very long, so we only got a few more minutes. 50 right now. 50 viewers and how many likes? Oh my gosh, I'm about to have a panic attack. If there's only 6 likes, I'm going to freak out. All this singing and everything. 48 watchers and 45 likes. Whoa! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! 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 Get that arm movement in there. Woo! Yeah, woo! You're feeling it now. Woo! We got this. All right, now on the real, let's get on with a couple stories here. Okay, I really want you guys to know this really means a lot to me. So let me go over here and do this. Move this here so I can see you guys. Okay. Thank you for the likes. Woo, that's awesome. I get a taxi when I take my dog to vets. I sit in the back and Bailey on the floor and hold him. Really? May I ask a personal question? Do you have a car, or do you have a car, Angel? And remind me, are you in Australia? Yes, I'm drinking this freaking awesome stuff here. It's roots. It's called carrot, beet, orange, cucumber, lemon, spinach, kale, parsley. If you want energy, man, what I'm finding is if you need to get rid of that soda and all that, you need to get some vegetables in your life. No, I don't drink, drive, UK. No, I don't not what? Oh, sorry. No, I don't drive, UK. No, I don't drive, United Kingdom. Okay, so no wonder she gets a taxi. She doesn't have to worry about driving them within the front seat. That's awesome. Yeah, the dislikes, you know, they gotta come in. You know, they never double tap, but they're always watching everything I do. Isn't that crazy? How bored do you have to be? Gosh, I can't imagine. Can't imagine having that kind of free time. Will it make me sing Jamaican? Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button. Those three dislikes are from the same person with 3 different usernames. I just want you to know. Be real. We're real with you. Oh my gosh. Now you know I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm about to go live on another channel after this. If I could just get that kind of wasted time and energy, wow. Can you imagine? Can you just, no, I can't. I cannot even fathom that. It's the same person with the 4 user IDs, and I have them all. I can see the IP address and who they are, and I'm just consolidating data. It's ridiculously disgusting. Choose. Small dogs can end up with neck injuries from collars, so harnesses prevent injury. True that, but training, I don't believe every single dog out there is, if you put a collar on, is going to die from it, or I have to disagree. There may come a time where you want to transition from a collar and a leash to a harness, but I think training is done with the face. And you can always then, if you really have a problem with that, you can really choose to do which I have on my website as well, a face harness. My boxers sit in the seat, but in my Kia Rio, he slapped the car out the gear. I have to keep his paws from the gears. So I don't know about your Rio. That would be a backseat dog, and the Kululu car seat thing would be great. And check it out. It's under the description of the video. I prefer collars, or even these collars that are like the chain loop, but in a collar fabric. Yeah. Problem when she pulls, she has respiratory issues. Yep, I have a Shih Tzu. If on mobile, X out the thumbs up, then go back in live chat. Yeah. Thank you very much, Cindy. Okay, so Shirley, you don't use the harness. So you know what? I have a lot of harnesses, but there's only a couple that I know are really, really good. And I've learned not even every one of those harnesses, 100%, your dog can get out of it. Your dog can slip on out of the harness. And so it's really scary. If you have a dog that is afraid of things, they will pull right out. But as we get on to storytelling, I have got to tell you my own story first. Okay, so Duke, let me see if I can just pull Duke up here. I know you guys like visuals. Let me come over here and do this, and then come over to let me go to myfavoritegroomer.com, right? Go to myfavoritegroomer.com, scroll down to the very bottom, and you're going to see, I'm going to close that out, scroll down to the very bottom, and here it says pet loss. I don't know if you ever saw this. Here you can click on pet loss. And here's Duke. So here's Duke, and down at the bottom right is Suey and Duke, my dogs that have passed away. 2 of the dogs I've had that passed away. This is my Duke here. So this is my tribute to Duke, which I wrote very long time ago. Oh, okay, here. I feel like it's missing something here. Yeah, it's missing something. Don't worry. Anyways, here's Duke. Yeah, gentle leaders. I have some on my website like that too. So here's Duke. And when I had Duke, and I was, say, in my early 20s, and driving in a pickup truck in my early 20s, I had him in my lap, hanging out my window. And he would love, Duke and Suey loved hanging out the window. Loved to hang out their window and catch the air, especially when we were in South Dakota and all through Colorado. Well, one time a cop pulled me over, and he said, Dee Dee, he said, ma'am, you can't have your dog in your lap while driving, let alone in your lap hanging, like breathing out your driver window. And I thought, man, I'm going to get a ticket right here. And so that was my first lesson. Okay, cool. So now I always made sure that if Duke wanted to come into my lap, we did not do that. Okay. And if he wanted to sit up on my console, I would let him do that. What am I thinking? I'm not thinking, and I don't know why, but sometimes you have to be outside of a situation to be able to say, hey, I know you may not picture this now. That's why I have so much information to tell. I've been through all kinds of things. And I always ask questions, so I feel like I've been through all of their kinds of things too. So in the next situation, here I am. I'm driving with Suey and Duke. Suey's in the passenger seat, in the front seat, and Duke is now on my console. And this is a Chevy truck. And this was, again, in my 20s. Oh, shoot, crap. Car in front of me stopped, and I stopped. Boom, I stopped. And here comes Duke. Boom, right into the dash. Really? I was like, holy moly macaroni. I was like, oh my gosh, Duke, are you okay? Head hit the dash because he's sitting on the console looking around, looking at everything. He gets to see above the driver. You know what I mean? He can see out the windshield. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I panicked, pulled over, checked Duke over, looked at him, and I was like, okay, we've got to reevaluate. This is not a good situation. I always thought that I was doing them a favor because they were so happy wherever they were at. Whether it was on the console or in my lap or going, how about this? Going from back of the truck to the front of the truck while we're driving. Now, no one ever said now, hey, that's got to stop. And oh, by the way, guess what? So does the console, right? But I started thinking, we really got to change the way how we're traveling with our animals before something does happen. So a couple things to consider. And I'm not saying any way, which way is right or wrong, but I do want to plant the information in your mind so that you can decide what you want to do. Okay. So some of y'all have just gotten here and we're now talking about driving with your dog with you in the driver's seat. Now, how many of y'all do this? Can you tell me, anybody new that just got here, how many of y'all do this? Have done it? Might continue to do it, will do it, won't do it no more. How many of y'all have done this? Okay. Because this is what we're looking at. This lady that I was on my way to work. This is her and her dog. Okay. And she's about to go onto a busy highway. And if something happened, we all know the fact. We know the dog wouldn't survive. We know that. Right? If the steering wheel hit her, if she hit the steering wheel, the dog probably would not survive. And that doesn't have to be an accident. It could just be a jolt stop as well, or being rear-ended. It could all those things. recently I had a lady and I groomed her dog, and I don't think we've published her on our channel yet, but she loves to let her dog get on the back of her neck here, a little Yorkie. And I said, that Yorkie, if you hit and I told her this like a week ago, I said, if you hit and that's because they were about to pull out like that. And I said, is that where you're keeping your dog? I was like, no. If you get in an accident, you're not, okay, let's just say you get in an accident and you don't break any windows. Let's just say you get lucky and you don't break any windows. Well, the dog is literally going to go from the back of your neck to the front of that dashboard. And this little brain that's about like this little skull and the brain is about that. You know what I mean? This is, what are we looking at here? Okay. That's definitely head trauma. Okay. I don't want to see you lose your dog like that. It's devastating. It would be devastating. And then the regret and the guilt would never go away, ever. It will never, ever, never, ever go away. So I'm glad I'm able to say you can do what you want, but I'm going to at least plant this in your head. And you now know, right? Just like a matted dog, you now know what to do about your dog and where your dog's at. So there's some options. Now let's go look at some stories that are online. Let's just say, Dee Dee, you come up with this crazy stuff. Where'd you get your information? No, it's not about information. It's about seeing this lady. I was like, this is something I really want to talk about. We don't talk about stuff like this. I've never talked about stuff like this. So here's some examples. I'm going to go to, here we go. Check this story out. We're almost done. We'll do a wrap up here. We'll do a wrap up on all these stories. Chihuahua found alive 2 days after a deadly Idaho car crash. So I'm not going to watch this, but it's in the news, ABC News or NBC News, and you can just search that. You can come back to the video later and watch this and search it and go read the article yourself. But you can hear right there, Chihuahua found alive 2 days after deadly, which deadly means people died in there, Idaho car crash. So when you get in a car crash and it's pretty bad, your animal usually books it. If your animal survives, your animal books it. Through the highway, whatever, in the plain fields and all this stuff, running around, just lost. And that's because we are not caging them while we travel. So consider that. When I pick up someone's dog, and there was one case where I picked up someone's dog for transport, I prefer, if I have a kennel large enough. Now, mind you, there are some dogs that are huge. I picked up this huge standard poodle, and I said, I don't have a kennel large enough for that dog to fit inside my vehicle. So your dog will be in my back seat. All the seats up and down and everything like that. And the dog is down, not in the front seat and all this stuff. And I have had a request to have their dog sit in the front seat with me. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. So if I kill your dog on my way to work, are you going to sue me? Are you going to take that out on me? And I'll just tell you this, the answer will be no first. But when it happens, it'll be like, well, you should have known better. The answer before death would be, no, I wouldn't do that to you. And then after could be a whole nother set of decisions because now there's a death. Okay. If you don't travel with a dog in a crate, then you may lose that dog 100%, even if it was just an accident where the windows didn't break. Or, I mean, it has to be an accident. Like, if windows didn't break, obviously, no dogs are getting loose. But if there's an accident where a window breaks or the car rolls, you might lose your pet. Even if you're alive, your pet might just go. There's cars, there's all kinds of noises and strangers and this and that, and the dog's gone. Okay, let me show you the next one. I'm going to close this out. So if you want to see that, make sure you come back to the video, rewatch it, and just get the title and then go look it up. Okay, here we go. We'll close this one out. The next one I'm going to show you is this one. This was in the metro.co.uk. And look at this vehicle. And it says, a recently adopted puppy miraculously survived 13 days in the wilderness after she vanished following a car crash. Yeah, I know. We don't ever talk about this stuff, but it's out there. And I really want to bring this to your attention because this is an animal channel for me. And I hope that I can deliver things that you get to see, that you learn from, that you use in your house and use in your mind. This small dog, look at this dog. This is a puppy. And he survived even if the people didn't. So they couldn't save him. They probably had no idea there was a dog. You know what I mean? Like, how are they going to know there's a dog to find? What if they had my dogs, all three out there running this highway? Oh my gosh. Bella, a 4-month-old mixed yellow lab, was lost in inhospitable Arizona brush for nearly 2 weeks until she was finally found by rescue workers in Flagstaff, Arizona. The puppy was on a cross-country trip with her new owner, Michael Crocker, when he rolled his SUV. Photos of the devastating crash shows the silver SUV's windshield had been shattered, the tires were still barely attached, and the front bumper was crushed. Is that being a... Michael Crocker was rushed to the hospital after the rollover. Oh my goodness, what a cute puppy. As their son recovered, Mary Crocker and Michael's father, Willie, tried not to bring up Bella so they would not further distress their son. Willie went out to the scene of the crash but had no luck in finding the lost puppy. They began searching lost and found pet pages on Facebook in hopes of finding Bella. We just wanted to give Michael closure, Mary Crocker told the Daily Sun. After 12 days passed, Mary and Willie they misspelled it there too, contacted. I do it too, but it's funny to catch it right. We should all just double check our spelling. Contacted the Humane Animal Rescue and Trapping Team, which has volunteers all over Arizona that are trained to rescue lost, scared pets. Cheryl Newman, founder of Heart, said she happened to be in Flagstaff for Memorial Day weekend and volunteered to help find Bella. She said, I kind of jumped on that. A puppy in a rollover sounded pretty dangerous and time could be critical. If the dog is injured, sometimes it will hide under bushes because it's scared. 2 weeks? What? She continued, adding that dogs are confused by car crashes and often stay close to the scene, hoping their families will come back. Heart volunteers eventually found the scene of the crash after contacting United Towing, which had responded to the rollover accident. Newman went to the scene and began shooting video to give the Crockers and other Heart volunteers an update. Should be an update on the search for Bella when she heard whimpering. So the dog stayed by the accident. Now, y'all gonna remember this one day. You're gonna need to know that information. Newman ran toward the whimpering and searched in some shrubs where she found Bella. Oh my gosh. It took that lady from that volunteer group, from that rescue volunteer of animals group, to come out there and find her that day. Isn't that crazy? She was whimpering and looking up at me. Her leash was hopelessly tangled around a bush. Oh my gosh. So now you're traveling with your dog with a leash on, right? What could happen with that leash? It could actually get what? The dog goes flying, right? Because the car is in an accident like that. Let's look. Honestly, look at this accident. This is a story to come back and read on your own. Look at this car. Roll over in the middle of nowhere, out in the brush. And it has the leash. We always leave the leash on, don't we? Not anymore. You're going to click your dog in with the collar or harness, and you're not going to have this long leash on there, which could turn into just a choking hazard. So her leash got snagged around that bush. She couldn't even go anywhere that whole time. Couldn't even run around. Wow. Okay. Remember, you can come back and watch. You can come back and look this up on my live. Look up and read it yourself. And this was actually, it's not even in the UK. It was in Arizona, but it was written by the metro.co.uk. Interesting, isn't it? News is news. Here's another one. This one I think is really for this crate company. And I recommend crates, kennels. Okay. And then seeing a few of the, just Google this now. And you'll see like a whole lot of accidents that gave the company pictures of like, oh my gosh, your kennel saved my dog's life. Let's look at this one. How a Gunner dog crate survived a bridge car crash. Good night, Mary. So I have the links to this kennel if you want one on my description of the video. So look underneath and that'll be an affiliate link. Looks like a pretty strong kennel, doesn't it? Look at this vehicle crash. What could survive that, right? Okay. Peyton Bullard, a resident of Hoisington, Kansas, was rounding a curve one evening when he lost control of his truck. As the back end of his pickup crushed into the guardrail of a bridge, one of his first thoughts was his dog. He knew immediately that the majority of the damage would be sustained in the exact spot where his Labrador Retriever, Grizz, was riding. Check out the extensive damage sustained in the photo that Peyton submitted above. So here we can see, this is the back of the tail. Oh my gosh, this is the back of the pickup here. And it looks like he had a sliding pickup cover. And look, it's just mangled. So he had his dog, a Labrador Retriever, in the back of the pickup in this crate. And actually it looks like this crate here. Look how it's all beat up a little bit or scratched up. It looks like exactly that one. Isn't that crazy? And he survived. Look, the kennel is still intact. Gunner Kennels saved his life that night. Grizz walked away from the situation without any injuries, and he was riding right where the blow happened. You never expect something like that to happen to you. You can't tell me your dog's life isn't worth a kennel. Absolutely, I agree on that one. So you can look this one up and a bunch of other examples on this. You can do... Yeah, you can look it up, and you can also check the description of the video for links, okay? All right, let me close this one out. I think I might have one more. Let me double check. No, that's it. That's all my examples. We're done. We're done. We'll see you later. Good night. All right, we're going to just read real quick some of your all's thoughts. Metallica and Country Style hit the like button too. Yeah, funny. Yeah, you missed me singing for sure. You got to go back and rewatch that. That was just really funny tonight, I think. Maru says, my dad won't let me get those. He says they're just muzzles with leads, meaning the dog that has it is dangerous. I know that's not true, but he is so stubborn-headed. Terror Bear, 2 dogs. Thank you. Good information, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. We're doing a wrap-up now. We've already concluded everything we wanted to talk about tonight. The safety is paramount. Your dog's safety is paramount. And so even though I have also let my dogs ride in my lap, I let my dogs hang out the car window, which is a whole nother subject. I let my dogs go from back to front on their own. I just want to tell you, I don't agree with it anymore. And I for a very long time have not let that happen. So I challenge you to get your pets into a position of safe, secure ride-alongs when you guys are in a car, because even though you're doing what you need to be doing, someone else might not be doing what they need to be doing. Terror Bear says, and sits in the back seat. Nikita says, it's illegal in Sydney, Australia to put your dog in your lap and drive. I want to say it's also illegal here. It's just that we don't have enough manpower, police officers to pull over every situation you see. Thanks, Diane, for hitting the like button. Okay, talking about cars, would you say about being in the boot? I seen dogs in boot of a car. Can you explain that? I'm not... In the back, maybe? The van was bad. People have out children in the trunk, right? And like, especially like in Guam, where it's really country, like islander country, or back roads of Hawaii, where it's islander country, or back roads of Texas, where it's definitely country. There are different rules in different counties, maybe, that allow you to do different things, like ride in the back. And sometimes you'll even go to a car show and see a pickup that has welded car seats in the back of the pickup truck with a seatbelt, right? And sometimes the law, it depends on the law. The back of a pickup truck, you can ride in seated position. This is what, I don't know the law here in Fort Worth, Texas, but I would say if I was gonna, I wouldn't want to ride in the back of a pickup unless I needed to, even though, you know, recently David had to ride in the back of a pickup underneath some wood to make sure the wood didn't fly out, or it was really styrofoam that was flying out. but he was underneath everything. But that could have been a bad day for a bad accident, right? Someone in the back, no seatbelt back there. You have got to know your rules. But I'm telling you, rules or no rules, your dog in your lap in the driver's seat is probably a bad situation. Your dog with the capability of going from the front seat to the back seat whenever it wants to is probably a bad situation. Your dog not clicked in somehow or not in a scenario where you can keep them sitting in the passenger seat, you don't want to chance it. Okay, so there's a bunch of options in the description of the video that might be able to help you. Some are on my website, some are not. Some are things I showed you this evening. Maru says, I would advise against putting them in the trunk or boot, because if they were hit from behind, yeah, I wouldn't. If you have a pickup truck and it's not 110 degrees, which is what it is here in Texas right now, ridiculously hot. I don't know that I would have a dog in the back of my pickup truck even then, you know. But then here, I am not one of those folks that owns a dog and has an outdoor dog all year long in Texas. I don't have that. My dogs have the ability to come in and out. Deanne, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. We have a car seat for dogs that buckled into the car. That's perfect. Good night, Terror Bear. Sorry, gotta go. Love you guys. Good night. We're about to close up anyway, so we'll see you later. Good night. I am still alive. Yes, she is still alive. Thank you, Maru. That foam, oh my gosh, for real. This foam that we had to buy was flying everywhere. It snapped. One piece flew out. I mean, let me just tell you all right now. What is it that the foam? Do a trip with the foam alone. And get that and tape it together. They should have tape. When you're going to go buy foam, like insulation foam, they should bring tape. You're going to want to tape it all together, and then you're going to want to lay it down and strap it in really good, because it's going to fly around like a balloon, like bubbles. It's going to fly around everywhere, and just do that trip alone by itself. Okay. Food for thought. If you ever just say, you know what? I know she's a groomer, but she told me get tape if we're going to go buy insulation. Gosh. Boot equals trunk. I gotcha. Okay. Do not put your dog in the trunk. That I would think that there's not enough airflow. Love you too, Nicole. Pookie Puppy, what's up? Aloha. Just got caught up. I have one that freezes on the back seat and another that wants to be a co-pilot, but I'm seriously going to try a harness. Please start, just change the way you're seeing it. It's really important. I have one more story to tell you before I close out, and then we'll go. And then I'll see you. If anybody wants to be on PJ Prayer Time, will be on that channel afterwards. I'm not doing, I hope I don't bite myself in the butt, but I won't be doing any reminders tonight. We're just going at it. Thanks so much for you guys being here. And those of you guys who are members, get ready. We're going to start doing more chats with members only. So if you guys want to become a member, be sure to sign up. Thanks, help guys. Now she understands what talking about. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for your donation, B24 Liberator. Woo! To my favorite groomer. Woohoo! Is that military personnel right there? Thank you so much. Are you a pilot? Okay, I think I'm done here. I have one last story to tell you, and then I gotta go. So there was this time I went to PetSmart, and because remember, I worked for PetSmart quite a while, right? And I went to PetSmart, and man, this goes with life. It goes with just everything. Things sometimes don't always seem to be who or what they are. When you see them, they are and could be something else. So, you know, sometimes PetSmarts have an area. In this PetSmart, it was only cats. And I can't say I'm 100, like I love dogs 100% dog person. But I'm probably a 60% cat person. I pet sat a cat for like nearly a year for a officer and his family who had to go from Germany to the States for 6 months or something like that. But then they got extended and and her name was Morgane. And I pet sat her for that whole time. And she was a really awesome cat. Like she was sweet. She did her own thing. I don't remember ever having like a problem that peed everywhere, nothing like that. But since I've worked with cats and I know cats more now over the years, this was when before I hit 21 years old, I was in the military. So this was when I was already in the military and I was pet sitting this cat. And so that was my introduction to cat sitting. And every cat is different. And I learned that now as a groomer for many years, grooming cats, that every cat is different and unpredictable. And for some reason, I'm always the one, maybe it's because I'm known to groom aggressive dogs, I always get these aggressive cats to groom. Well, anyhow, after I worked for PetSmart for a little while, I think I still ended up, I can't remember what the deal was, but I was in PetSmart, and I don't know if it was while I was working there. No, it wasn't. I was not working there, but I was in PetSmart to do something. And because I don't go to PetSmart anymore, I haven't gone in a very long time. I need to see some changes, before I continue to support that company. I need to see some changes, including Chewy's, because Chewy's is part of PetSmart. So Chewy's and PetSmart, I need to see changes from you guys before I could ever support you. And that's just the truth. I would rather put my money into good things, and I really feel like I need to see some really, really, really good things happening to make up for all the not good things happening out there. I mean, do I need to give you an example? Let's go with the example here. People that right here. Over the past decade, 47 dogs have died during or within days of grooming at PetSmart stores across the country. An investigation by New Jersey Advanced Media, published by NJ.com, has found. The most recent death occurred on Monday after a dog in Texas died just hours after leaving a PetSmart. CBS Dallas-Fort Worth reports. Over the past decade, 47 dogs have died during or within days of grooming at PetSmart stores across the country. An investigation by, okay, I just read all that. 32 of the deaths have occurred since the start of 2015, according to the investigation. That was the same year PetSmart was bought out by a private equity firm. The 9-month investigation is based on reports by PetSmart customers in 14 states and found 25 different breeds had died. PetSmart does millions of groomings a year. So the deaths only represent a tiny fraction of the pets groomed by the retailer. So this can be found, you can, cbsnews.com, you can look this up yourself, and same thing, probably Petco too. And this video is not out to defame or anything. This is just facts. Petco. And those haters that I have, why don't you take the amount of energy that you have and really fight for something bigger than just hating on Dee Dee? Really fight for things like that really have happened. I just don't understand people, but if you do the same kind of search for Petco, though, you're not getting this 47. Investigation finds 47 dogs died after grooming at PetSmart. You're not getting that from Petco. Ollie, a 5-year-old pug in Newport, Rhode Island, died after a grooming session at Petco. E.J. Finocchio, president of the Rhode Island Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, said that it was clear the Petco technicians were not trained to deal with an emergency. So I want to say Petco does not have a veterinarian, just like PetSmart has Banfield in their most of their facilities. Petco doesn't, right? So if Petco doesn't, they couldn't, whatever might have happened to that dog per se didn't happen fast. Anyways, if you get to watch this video, then you got to listen to me, and let's look at the news here. But that's not what we're here to discuss. What we're here to discuss is I did walk into PetSmart at a time, and they had a cat rescue group inside there. And within that cat rescue group area, there was glass between the cat and you. So you could see the cat interact, and you could see what they were doing, and you could see, just the cat. And there was a cat having so much fun. And I think I think at this time I must have still been buying dog food there, because now I'm not. I have not bought dog food from PetSmart in 12 years or 11 years at least, something like that or more. So The cat was so happy. I just was like, I want that cat. That cat is so fun and so happy. And I hate seeing it in that cage. And I was like, I want that cat. It was jumping. It would always keep itself such great company. Well, I got the cat. And so I rescued the cat. And at this time, I had Suey and Duke here at the very bottom of my screen. Suey and to my right, Suey and Duke. And I got this cat. And Suey and Duke, we had pet sat a cat before, so I knew they would be okay with a cat. And they had been pet sat before with people who had cats. So I know that they're okay with cats and probably, you know, entertaining them too. But when I put that cat, okay, so when you, has anybody ever rescued a cat? Do you know what they put the cat in? Thanks, Ashley. You can go back and rewatch that section of the video if you're interested more in that, or you can just Google search yourself and just read the news station comments on those. Have you rescued a cat? Do you know what they put a cat in when you're about to bring the cat home? Does anybody know? I'm about to tell you, but does anybody know? You had a cat that opened doors? That's so cool. Well, hey, doll baby. Can't, Angel says, can't talk tonight. What the heck? I'd rather have a dog. Yes, thank you, cardboard box. That's exactly right. So here I go, and it's actually a rescue. Thank you. Woohoo! You guys knew the answer. That's exact. So you know what I'm talking about, because you really need to know what I'm talking about when I tell you what's about to happen. Since we're talking about driving safety, I really need to tell you this. So I go and meet the cat one day. Then I go and do my deposit and everything like that. And this is with a cat rescue. It's not specifically associated with PetSmart. PetSmart may lease that area out to them or whatnot, or favor it or whatever, but they help them, you know, have a place to be adopted. So you can see the cat. And this cat was so fun and jumping and playing and just, I was just like, oh, this cat's so fun. I want to give that cat a home. Okay. So they get the cat ready for me, this and that. I go get the cat, my deposit, this and that, everything's good. And I was my favorite groomer at the time. Okay, I was already full blown, my favorite groomer, everything's, you know, I'm doing that. And I get the cardboard box and we're on our way. We're going to the car. And at this time I had this really cute Honda Civic, 2-door, hatchback. And of course I don't have all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you're about to adopt a cat, I want you to get a kennel. I want you to get a real good one. I don't want you to get one that's gonna fall apart with the plastic side latches. Don't get those. That's a piece of craps. Get a good one that has a top open and front open, so that you have options, because every cat's different. And strong, like a strong kennel, not a crappy. Like literally, you need to take the time, okay, to find the right kennel. And I have some links on my website right here. I have some links in the description of the video for you to start off. Okay, you can click there and then start doing your search. Not the whole click on the side. I've seen way too many of those break apart. And if you have it in the sun at all, guess what? It deteriorates it fast, and it really does break apart. And the really cheap ones with the screws on the side, you're gonna have some like staples and stuff like that on the side, and those are okay, like real strong ones. But some of these loopy screws and stuff, some of them are really cheap. You really got to touch it, or have a good return policy, if they even offer a return of such sorts. So I didn't have a carrier for a cat, or they should have told me bring my own carrier. I probably would have brought one. I know I definitely had a carrier, but I didn't think to bring it. They said I didn't need to, probably, because, I mean, they had the cardboard box carrier for me. The cardboard box is a carrier with holes in the sides, and they're often used for all cat adoptions. It's very common. And maybe because it's so easy to open up when you get home, you just kind of do this little, it kind of engages like just with a cardboard cross and shut. So the cat, you know, is in my car. And remember, we're talking about vehicle transport, okay? And this cat turned into evil. Like, it was like, I'm like, in the car, it was freaking out. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I'm driving with the stick shift. And I was like, oh my gosh. Good night, Deanne. Thanks for being a member. And don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. We're almost done. We're almost done. Maybe 11 o'clock. Maybe I should give myself 2 minutes. Okay. This cat is in the box going. And I'm sitting there driving like, holy crap, man. It's only 10 miles to the house. I'm just like, okay, let me just get there. Oh no. Oh no. This cardboard box starts. This cat was a female. She starts ripping at the holes in the box. And before I could even think, I could see her eyeballs. Like, I mean, she's really coming out of the box. And I'm like, is she coming at me? And I'm driving. I've got a shifter. Okay, I've got a clutch. You know what I'm saying? I've got stick shift here. And so and all of a sudden, yeah, she shredded the entire cardboard box. Okay? And I was like, what happened to this nice, fun, cute kitty through the window? Even some people are 2 different people, 3 or 4. But oh my gosh, it was an instance. And this cardboard box was now shredded right there. And the cat is meandering around. And at the same time, I'm hearing, I was like, oh my gosh. And I was literally freaking out. Because now I was like, oh my gosh, she's under my seat. Oh my gosh. She is jumping into the back. I mean, she was all over the place. This is probably the most dangerous car ride I've ever had in my life. And I used to let my dogs jump from front to back, however they wanted to. But this, on the other hand, turned into a whole nother level of safe driving. And I just want you to know, thanks, Shirley. Good night. I just want you to know that was one of the most dangerous trips I've ever had in my life. I brought the cat home. I found a way to I can't even remember how I got the cat out. I think I pulled into my garage, shut my garage, opened the door. I mean, I think that's how it went down. Opened the door and let the cat just come on in. And then I gave the cat a room of its own so I could introduce her to my dogs. Well, that didn't ever happen because that cat never came down from being, I don't want to say psycho, but psycho's right there in the chat. I don't want to say psycho, but she never came down from whatever it was. So I ended up setting up the kennel, a regular kennel, getting her in the kennel, and I ended up having to take her back. There was just no way. And maybe, sometimes you see an animal. Did you guys ever see that one show? I don't remember the show, but the scenario was a dog who got rescued and came back, got rescued and came back, got rescued and came back. Well, you know what? That dog loved being in that shelter with those people. It always did great when it returned. It just did not do great with people that was not in the shelter. That dog became 100% stay at the shelter dog. And thank goodness he was in a no-kill shelter, but he just kept getting adopted, and he would just do all these tantrum things to get them to bring him back. Now, I don't ever know what happened to that cat, but I can tell you this much. I will never ride with a cat in a cardboard box in my vehicle ever again. Get yourself a crate, get a proper sized crate, and ride with your cat in a crate. Doll Baby says, I had a cat like that. All of a sudden changed. Man, I didn't know the cat anyway, but every time I saw it at PetSmart, I was like, I'm going to come get that cat. That cat is so happy. Oh, that cat was not happy the minute we left. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you learned something tonight. Please be sure to share this video on your social media platforms to make sure other people know. Don't ride with your dog in your lap. Don't drive. What I mean is don't drive with your dog in your lap. Your dog might not survive a simple slam on the brakes, head to the windshield, head to the dashboard. Your dog might not survive that. Your dog's brain and skull are much smaller than ours. And not to say that we should even do those things, but hopefully you've got a seatbelt on. So I really want you to know how important it is for you to put your dogs in a good situation when traveling. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for shopping at myfavoritegroomer.com. I hope to see you soon and have a great night.